Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Boku no Hero Academia, aka My Hero Academia, chapter 370. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so I can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to head over Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, ooh, fam. Okay. So, it's very interesting to see what's happening now, because last chapter, Deku used the power of the second, and he only had 5 minutes for this, or the world is fucked. And, well, something else going down with Spinner. And I'm really hoping that we're still going to get what I wanted in regards to All for One. I do. If we don't get it, I'm going to be really pissed in terms of All for One's defeat. I swear, if I don't get it, I'll be mad. But we did get to see Overdrive, which was pretty cool. Not to be confused with Overdrive from Eden Zero. Anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled His Story. You die, you filthy monster. Heartless words. Mutants shouldn't leave their homes. I can't believe they have that tainted blood. You people tricked us. Our land will be forever stained. Leave. Ooh, I love this with the lizard here. And the blood. That's some good foreshadowing. No matter how far the world progresses, we will never accept that tainted blood of yours. I know. I know how that feels. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of you guys know how that feels too. I know this is inspired by X-Men probably, but there's a lot of races that can understand how this feels. And also, like, if you're biracial, I'm not biracial, I'm a Jew obviously, but if you're biracial, you probably understand this struggle. Oh my god, this detailing is nice. Looking back in time to the Central Hospital right after Dabi's defeat was announced to all the battlefields in front of Central Hospital. They locked up Kurogiri, but were taking him back. Okay, we need to discuss this real quick, because I'm probably the only one that will talk about it, because I covered vigilantes. Kurogiri, considered to be the high-end Nomu closest to perfection. What? Wait a minute. Okay, we need to take a look at this. He's a high-end Nomu? Alright, so Kurogiri is the first Nomu, technically. For those of you that did not read Vigilantes, you should, because this is very relevant and you're getting spoiled right now. So basically, who Kurogiri is he was made from the corpse of Orochi Shirakumo, who in Vigilantes we saw how he died. It was very, very heartbreaking. And how he was made was through combining various different quirk factors, like, you know, his cloud and warp gate quirks. That's how he was made. And the flame from where you see his head, basically when he was killed, his head was like completely gone. I'm dead serious. But here's the thing. Unlike future Nomu, Kurogiri did not possess great physical strength, but was capable of speech and free thought. And he was primarily designed to act as a loyal ally for the creators. So I'm guessing what he means, what they mean by like close to, are considered to be the high-end Nomu closest to perfection. That must be it. Because let me check the thing for high-end Nomu, because it will drive me crazy. Where are you? Here we go. Because with high-end, they're possessing stats well beyond the upper tier. Nomu with superior strength. Well, obviously he doesn't have superior strength. Here it is. The more advanced Hayanomu all have the ability to think on their own and retain their original personalities, which, yeah, that explains it. Okay, I understand what you mean by this now, Horikoshi. Um, that makes a lot of sense. And the reason why he's not the perfect Hayanomu is because he don't have the strength of a Hayanomu, which is very interesting considering how strong Shirakumo was. But I wonder if it's because of how his body was at the time. That might have something to do with it. But this makes a lot more sense. And for those of you that are wondering about Nameless Number 6, because for a minute there I was just like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right. Nameless Number 6 was the first bioengineered Nomu, whereas Shirakumo, aka Kurogiri, was not a bioengineered Nomu. Yeah, but that makes me feel a lot better. My ADHD was going to go wild if I did not get that out of my system. But and probably since I'm the only person that will talk about it, since I covered Vigilantes from chapter 3 to the end, it definitely needed to be talked about. And thank you God that we are getting some connections to Vigilantes. But anyways, All for One determined that he was being kept in this top-of-the-line hospital. So he sent Spinner, lieutenant of the Paranormal Liberation Front, remnant warriors, and several civilians that advocated for their actions. Oh God. Overall, roughly 15,000 people were marching into the hospital. Go, go, out of our way, make a path, surround them, hey, stay on the line, open a path. Oh God, it feels like 2020 all over again, doesn't it? Slash 2021 to an extent. Against them were the remaining heroes and police squads, around 200 of them. Oh God, it's 300 again too. You're quite the star today, Shirakumo. Yep. Let out shout. Meat shield? Why are you surprised by this? Of course they're going to use the meat shields. Oh my God. I'm just, oh God, I can't help but think about when I saw in the streams, when the organizers shouted, white allies to the front. Oh my God. Literally, that's what this gives me. Sensei, are you hurt? Thanks, Anima. Oh, wait, where's Tentacle? We got separated while fighting. Ooh. Chief, there are too many of them. Call reinforcements. There's no one to call. Push them back with your taser shields. Damn it, they're actively dividing and isolating our already thin forces. Yeah, then that's what happens. Push them down, tie them up. They're just a bunch of off-the-street rabble, right? So why are they so devoted to their leader? You really asking this about a bunch of cultists? Seriously? Shut your mouth. Tie-in, we've had enough. We're not riders. Yes, they're peaceful protesters. Get it right, damn it. Peaceful protesters. Get his hands. You're always saying shit like that. Yes, because you're not, by definition, you ain't peaceful protesters. You are rioters, my dude. Seriously. Well, actually, you ain't even rioters no more. You heading into terrorist territory. You're already causing civil unrest, you dumbasses. You human-faced people will never understand. Oh my God, this does sound very familiar, doesn't it? Yep. Yep. Drop them down, out of our way, make a path. And yes, I know this was probably inspired, to an extent, probably inspired by X-Men. Because, yeah. But, God damn it, I can't help but think it. And I know you guys are probably thinking, well, especially if you watched the streams like I did, you probably can't help but think it too. To the ground! Vanish! Get out of the way! Disappear! Stop! Why are you doing this? Let's all stop this already! Are you from a big city? You damn traitor! Oh God, you might as well have called him an Uncle Tom. Seriously. Go, make a way! Open it up. Our spokesman, let him pass. He'll pass. We're stronger. It's liberation time. Let rage consume you, for this is the day of liberation. You know what? I have to point this out too. This is not just on one side either. Nope. Nah, I'm not gonna let the other side go too. They're not. It wasn't as bad, but yeah, let's be real. Quirk counseling, quirk education, these are nothing but means of oppression. Oh my fucking god, you're making this too easy. And we know that better than anyone else. We suffer the consequences. You ain't no better. This is indoctrination at its finest. Get out the path, let him pass. Out, our spokesman will pass. Defeat them. Order 66, the Great Jedi. Great Jedi Purge. Oh my god, this better be the accurate translation. I'm gonna fucking die if this is an accurate translation. The Great Jedi Purge. Are you fucking for real? Oh my god. The history of the paranormal is a history of violence against what looks different. That's the history of humanity. Stop it. When asked about his reasons, a man that took part in these massacres simply said they were gross. That's the story of my people. People get this all the time. But now things have changed, huh? Of course not. That's what they want you to believe. Yeah, nothing ever changes. Why? Because human nature, that's why. The bigger the city, the more diverse they are. Yes, some people claim, some claim that people educated in diverse environments won't discriminate. But try stepping out of these big cities for a change, and um, you'll find there are people who say they are gross. Motherfucker, there are people who are saying people are gross, period, in the city. What the fuck are you talking about? People say everyone is gross. There are racists everywhere. What is wrong with you? Hell, have you been to New York? Have you been to San Francisco? Have you been to LA? Have you been to Chicago? Jews are just. I gotta bring up my people because this is that's my experience. Jews are discriminated all the fucking time, and it's been like that in the cities for decades. My family is living proof of this. And then there are Asians. You guys know this, especially in San Francisco and Oakland. You guys get it all the time. So, and in New York as well. I don't know what so when these motherfuckers are saying this, it's like, dude, what are you talking about? This happens in big cities all the time. Just again, my people deal with it all the fucking time. Have you ever heard of the knockout game? Yeah. Like there was not too long ago, or I don't know if it's happening still, but there's been like recent anti-Semitism shit going down near me, near where I live, where it hasn't really been a problem before. Like that's how bad it's gotten. And that's why I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Discrimination happens everywhere. I'm not in a big. Well, I'm at I live in the capital, but still. No matter how strong the light is, it'll never shine on us. Let him pass. We don't need you. Everyone who's here today feels like they've been living in the shadows, so we'll make our own light. We'll shine by ourselves. Out of our way. He's right. Bitch, I have mental illness. I've technically been living in the shadows. People don't take my shit seriously. You don't see me rioting. Dumbass. I'd be better without this quirk. Have any of you ever thought that? Dude, I wish I didn't have mental illnesses. I'd be better without that. But it's genetic. I have to compare it because genetics. I wish I didn't. Having a war within yourself is the worst thing ever. Kitty, be quiet. Open away. advance for him. Let him pass. You people are not our heroes. You people are not. You're just as bad. No, you think you're heroes? No, you're a bunch of dumbasses. He is the one who will lead us to the center of the society. You have to win this. Open the way for our leader. Dude, the way Spinner is looking right now, and let's be real, he's looking like a next level villain. Vigilante readers, you know what I'm talking about. Spinner is definitely a next level villain right now. He's gone beyond Trigger at this point. He has to have. You guys correct me if I'm wrong if Spinner is on Trigger or not. At least on Trigger. Oh, he's definitely at least on Trigger. But God, he's got to be at least a second level villain at this point. Oh yeah. Oh, he has to. He has to be a second, a next level villain. Has to be. I have no idea what they're talking about. Since All For One gave me this power, my mind is going blank. Dude, he is a second level villain. Or not second, excuse me, next level villain. He's gotta be. Cause he is pumped full of Trigger. If he's not a second, next level villain, he's definitely like pumped full of fucking Trigger. Oh damn, straight he's pumped full of Trigger. Holy shit, he is. Oh damn, straight he is. Oh my god. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Spinner is just pumped full of Trigger? Or do you think that he has hit next level villain? But I just am thinking about this too. Remember, Trigger was a long ass time ago before this. So that's why I'm like, this could be a different version, obviously a different version of next level, because of how strong Trigger is now. But whew, he's definitely gotten pumped. Got pumped with at least a good chunk of Trigger. But like just the way he's drooling though, oh god, that's why I'm like thinking he's giving me next level villain because of that. Kitty, get out of there. Kitty, you becoming a next level villain yourself, going into that stuff. Oh, my cat's being so stupid. Hey, leader. Well, whatever. I'll just take Gary back. Do as I was told. Ooh, Octoblow! Yes! Spinner, you bastard damn traitor! He thinks he's some kind of hero. Kill him! Die, you filthy monster! What does attacking the hospital have to do with your cause? Oh my god, this is 2020 all over again. Seriously. I heard that in Jaga, the first thing the heroes did was evacuate the patients from this and the staff from the hospital. They started attacking when everyone was safe. What about you guys? Have you even thought about that? No matter how far we progress, we'll never accept that tainted blood of yours. Ooh. I swear, if the answer is no, I will never forgive you. The young man screams, blowing away the darkness. I'm so happy about this. Tentacle deserves this. Out of anyone, Tentacle deserves to be in this fight. Oh my god, I'm so glad Tentacle is doing this one. Oh, he deserves this, especially since he has experienced this type of discrimination. Oh my god, if anyone deserves it, it is him. But it's interesting, isn't it, that Spinner has become the very monster that, he set out to destroy. And all the Liberation Front here, and it's the very same thing that's happened with a lot of the fuckery we've seen, is they become the very monsters and it's on both sides. It's not just one, it's both. It's both flocks that do this. They become the very wolves they set out to destroy. And god, yes, I am making this freaking metaphor. And the thing is, and this is why I love series like Ranger Reject especially, the thing is though, what needs to be done and is to reform. Yes, there is the corruption, but the thing is, you got to reform from within the system. Doing all this fuckery, yeah, violence, and there's only in some situations, violence may be the only way to do it. Like if these mofos are using the military to fuck you up, like in Myanmar, for example, when you have the military being used against you, yeah, you might have to fight back. You might not have any other choice. But in this situation here, even prior to this, I mean, I should say, that these people are dealing with, I understand they're pissed. I don't blame them for being pissed. They want to have their seat at the table. They do. But unless this is like Togen Anki or like Tokyo Ghoul, where their people are being like slaughtered for just being, you know, the way they are, for their appearance, their for being a ghoul, for being a oni, that's a whole different story. And I don't think that was the case here. Nah. I don't think that was it at all. But if they're just dealing with a bunch of assholes, what do you want? You're going to deal with a bunch of assholes. People are going to be assholes no matter what. You can't force people to change. Because people are going to be racist bigots no matter what. You can't change you can try and change the way people think. But unfortunately, some people are not going to change. You can't force all of humanity to change their ways. Nah. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Seriously, unfortunately, that is the case. Go watch just go watch Avenue Q. You'll understand, because everyone is a little bit racist sometimes. Seriously, Avenue Q, you were ahead of your time. But I'm very, and also another reason why this has happened, with the discrimination and stuff like that, there's a lot of cultural fuckery as well. You can't force and again, that's why a lot of it is happening towards my people as well. There's a lot of religious hatred. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. So in some cases, it goes back to speaking of indoctrination, it goes back to indoctrination that goes back centuries. Yeah, gotta love indoctrination, huh? But I will say this though, I do love that we have a little bit of vigilantes tied in here. I'm finally getting my vigilante tie-ins. Finally. I do like the fact that that we had the stuff about Kurogiri up in here, because that really got me thinking. Okay, so how is Kurogiri close to being perfect, to being the perfect Hien Nomu? How? Well, because I got confused with number 6, because I thought, okay, what about number 6 in Vigilantes? Nah, number 6 is the first bioengineer Nomu, whereas Kurogiri is technically the first Nomu, but the only reason why he isn't the perfected Hien Nomu, he isn't the perfect one, is because of his because he is weak physically. And it makes you wonder, though. It makes you wonder if Kurogiri would have been physically stronger, if it would have been different. That would be very interesting. But I think you gotta wonder why Shirakumo, like, why not have like a physically strong Hien Nomu or physically strong specimen to start off with for your first Nomu. I'm guessing it's especially in terms of like a high end. Well, they didn't know it was going to be a high end at the time, but I feel like it's because they didn't want someone like smart and strong. They didn't want to fuck with that. I feel like that's got to be the case. But I'm really curious what you guys think of that. But thank God, Horikoshi, you got me thinking about that. Man, maybe I need to do a video on, I'll have to ask my editor if I should, based on this chapter, if I need to do a guide on Nomus or something, because, Jesus Christ, it might need to happen. Either that or I'll do a video on Nomus, because this is just insanity. But in regards to this chapter, in regards to discrimination, I think it's very important. I really like that Horikoshi is, I'm very curious if you guys think Horikoshi is kind of paying a nod to X-Men in a way. Um, and what do you guys think about like Tentacle taking a stand like this? And technically, because the beginning of this chapter, I think it is Tentacle there, because I thought it was Spinner, but the lizard that we see there, I think, is supposed to be Spinner. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I think the lizard there is supposed to represent Spinner and be the foreshadowing. This chapter is really smart. It is. Horikoshi, sneaky little shit you. I like this chapter a lot. This is definitely one of the better chapters of Boku no Hero Academia. It's very, very powerful. Um, but I'm really curious what you guys think. What do you guys think of, especially of what Tentacle said of this here? Because this is very, very true. What does attacking the hospital have to do with your cause? Seriously. Because remember what the heroes did. The first thing the heroes did was evacuate the patients and the staff from the hospital. Then they started, their raid when everyone was safe. What about you guys? Have you even thought of that? They don't think of shit. And this is also kind of like a contrast to earlier in the series when you had the civilians try to be vigilantes and they couldn't do shit. Remember? This is like the total opposite now. When these motherfuckers think they're being heroes. And they're not. They're being a bunch of dumbasses. I'm very curious what you guys think of this chapter. Let me know your thoughts. And do you guys want me to do a video on Nomus? Because and Nomus and triggers and stuff like that, like and trigger and next level villains. Because I feel like because people haven't read Vigilantes, I feel like it might need to be done. That really makes me sad though. People need to read Vigilantes, I swear. I can't be the only one that covers this. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more Boku no Hero Academia content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.